That's one area of balancing transformational tech and service demands, and how the service demands are evolving and changing. The tech is evolving and changing. So basically, what I'm taking away from you is if I balance the tech, if I keep my eye on what my customers want, like the insight you said there, they just want the fastest resolution. They just
Yeah.
want to get on in their day. So if picking up the phone is going to do it, let's do that. So that balance, tell me a little bit more about that in terms of what you're thinking about how you're going to be operating differently a year from now than you are today.
Yeah. So when I'm looking down the line, I think 18 months, 2 years ago, thought that I would not necessarily have as human focused contact center as I may probably will have. So I think I was very much going after an automation strategy. And I remain very focused on that because I do think as an industry, we do have the tools there to be really efficient now. And therefore we can work differently. I think what I'm starting to do, and again, I go back to data and insights. For me, it's golden stuff. I'm being very particular over the types of queries that I believe, or the team believe, or the data tells us is a basic human right that can be completed in an automated way. So for example, someone being able to update their payment details, you should be able to do that in this day and age in an automated way. So it's important to me to make sure, yes, I want to have that human element, but I absolutely have got to get the basics. So we're working through all of those kind of transactional queries as we speak. I'm going to have 65% of those queries automated by the end of this year. What that will then enable me to do is have a team of people that are available when we need them available, but clever. And I think this is where the AI comes in as well. So why will I not need to go to the same level of resources I think I would have gone to? Because I am going to be using, and I'm using AI quite heavily. After call work, for example, I've got automated transcripts. So my team no longer sit there and write loads of notes up after their calls. That enables me to be efficient in my headcount, but also deliver the service that I believe our consumers expect. WhatsApp, SMS, they're 6-7 times more productive than taking a phone call. So how do we push that through, and how do we make sure the response times are really effective? And again, for me, the enabler and the thing we're all really lucky to have is this new AI world. Being able to prompt an agent on a call, that you've got being able to prompt the agent of the type of response to give on the call. It's a game changer. It's really exciting because when I was an agent on the phones, I didn't have that. So we can really be pushing average handling time, wrap time, and delivering better than we've ever delivered. It's just a good time to be in this industry.
You brought something up there that you talked about. What I thought I was going to have in terms of live workforce a year from now is changing and it's expanding. But there's also workforce demographics that are changing as well at the same time. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's an important part of the equation.
I think it goes back to the generation discussion. Our workforces have been heavily millennials over the last number of years, and a mature generation as well. We've got the generation Z's coming through, and they expect different. And I'm very challenging of my team in the sense of, it's not for them to adapt to the way that we work. We need to adapt to the way that they want to operate. And that enables us to get the best out of our people. So again, I think we all should hold ourselves to account to be really open-minded to the changes in the workforce. And I'm seeing it quite significant. I think I've never seen a workforce that is more passionate and excited about progressing in their careers, but really quickly. And I think back to when I started out, 3 years as an agent and then a manager. Now people want to do it within 6 months, within 12 months. And if I haven't done that, they're looking around for the next job. But it's the change in expectations. So how do we enable ourselves as an industry to support that? And I very much now talk to my team around our recruitment and actually being far more vocal around the fact that we are a feeder into a career for agents. We will have some that come in and want to be managers, but actually they want to be marketeers, or if they want to work in HR, how do we give them a really great grounding within the contact center and the business to enable them to do that? So again, I think it's really thinking quite differently, because historically we've recruited call center agents with call center skills based on wanting them to stay in a call center for a long period of time. And we definitely have to move that mindset away. Otherwise, you're going to have a high attrition rate. which I think a lot of us are seeing now anyway at the moment. So how do we stabilize that?